There's a better life. There's a better life. If you got pain to paint it, you feel lost, he's a way maker. You need freedom, saving. He's a prison shaking savior. He got chains. He's a chain breaker.
So, same time that we're going to be here, Sheriff.
Oh, yeah, Stephanie told me, I talked about it last night. We're going to stay out else here, we're just, I know that's.
Well, I'm here at
Your Jacksonville Marine Institute, American Marine Institute. Checking out a little of the facility inside.
It's like we're not going to stop. So he's willing to fight right there. I'm trying to get started with that. And the guy is ready to feed. So that was just a small word. That was yes, the big one was
How are you doing? My name is David Cobb. I'm the Director of Education at AMIkids Jacksonville. Welcome to our school. A little bit about our program. AMIkids Jacksonville has been around since 1973. AMI, and we were formerly known as the Jacksonville Marine Institute. And some years later, our name switched over to AMI for Associated Marine Institutes. But I'm the Director of Education. Part of what we do is trying to get young youth back on the right track. We work with troubled youth who have been in and out of the juvenile justice system, and then we also work with school board youth. We try to positively influence them, positively impact their lives, help them get their high school diploma, GED, get back on track. We're a short-term program, a 4 to 6 month program. We try to focus them on vocational skills, getting back into public school, getting their high school diploma or GED. And again, planting some seeds, trying to get them to make a positive change in their life. So again, troubled youth throughout the community of Jacksonville, that's who we serve.
Now, are all the students here court ordered?
No, the majority of them are. We have a small population of school board only students, and what I mean by that are students whose parents may have had some frustrations with their local public school, high school, or middle school, and they want to try something different. We offer a smaller environment, smaller classroom, lower student to teacher ratio, less students in the class so they can get more individualized attention.
And do you plan on expanding this program?
That would always be great. You'd have to talk to my boss about that. I'm sure we would want to expand and offer some more services and meet the needs for more kids. But I don't know the future plans as far as that's concerned.
Now, is this specifically for young men, correct?
No, we serve males and females. Our population of females is usually smaller, but we do serve both genders.
And how long have you been Director of Education?
I've been Director of Education here at AMI since probably 2008. Yeah, 2008, but I've been with AMI since 1993. Been with this particular school here since 1993.
And what kind of changes have you seen in students that have came in and What's the percentage of the ones that actually make it through?
I think our national recidivism rate with AMI on a whole was in the 70, high 70%, mid to high 70%, so 75 to or plus, or 73 to 75% of our kids don't reoffend. You know, personally, when I see a kid out in the community, 5 years, that was here 5-10 years ago, because again, I've been here since 1993, and they're working and living a positive, productive life, and I get to meet their kids. That's the kind of change that I see long term, and that's great to be able to see that, see them as they were young troubled men now, but they're grown men with families, children, and so that's the kind of thing that I've been privileged to see.
What's your message to those parents out there that are dealing with the troubled youth?
You know, stay on them. Stay on your child.
Never give
have
up.
a relationship with your child. Never give up on your child. And you know, if they're younger, read to them. You know, sometimes go to their schools, communicate with their teachers, bond with your child, and be involved in their education. Know who their friends are. You know where they're at. Set boundaries. Don't be their friend. Be their parent.
Do you include any type of faith-based education here?
Well, I don't, you know, as far as the laws, I don't know that we can, you know, particularly get into that, but I think each and every staff that uses or shares their Christian values or whatever religious values that they may have, to the extent that we're able to do that.
Beautiful. I appreciate your time, sir, and thank you for what you do. And God bless you.
God bless you too. All right, thank you.
Hi, sir. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Glad you could come out and join
Yeah,
us.
absolutely. Looking forward to learning a little bit about clubs.
I feel like it'll be exciting to see this happen.
Good, awesome.
Sheriff Chad Campbell with AMIkids.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're excited for you to be here.
Long time coming. So we've been talking about it off and on for a little bit. I'm glad got a chance to come out. So.
I'm about to show you what we do here.
Yeah, sure. Let's see it.
I'm going to stick with you until Mr. Surface gets here. That's
Hi, I'm Julie Proctor. I'm one of the board members.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
My behavior interventionist got the kids for a tour.
Okay. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, love to see it. How big's the facility?
We go back to the fence.
Okay.
We've got 2 stories. And we've been here since '73.
Here on this spot?
So it used to be the Jacksonville Marine Institute.
Right.
Got branded, and all the programs are now AMIkids and the University of
Okay. National organization?
We're in 9 states, 44 programs in 9 states. We've got residential, day treatment like we are, prevention, so the kids who really just kind of solicitation. And then we have family functional therapy,
All
which is
court orders? What's the version?
court ordered. Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Don.
Hey, man. How you doing? Wait, what's your name again?
Chan.
Jim. Good to see you.
And it's Robert.
Robert, good to meet you, man.
How you doing? Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh, how are you doing?
All right. How are you? Hey, man. I graduated from this place. Yeah. Congrats.
Show them our new scuba trip. We got scuba trip.
Oh, you got scoop, sir?
Yeah, Chance just got back from our scuba trip.
Awesome.
Scuba trip.
Yeah, I got my GD and my high school diploma from there and started college at 16 years old. Started my own business, which I still own, cutting trees. Just gotta keep your head out your butt, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, it's all you have, and they get mad when we interrupt their tour. So,
I follow you.
Armstrong is control. This is the like
case management.
case management.
So they help the kids with all their court order requirements. They'll attend court with them. We use a YES plan, a Youth Success and Empowerment Plan. So when they come in, they'll be assessed with what their high-risk needs are, and then we'll provide services based.
What's your staff? How staff it?
We have 14 staff.
Okay.
We have 14 staff. And we provide treatment, education, and behavior modification services. And it's called the personal growth model. So they all work together. So whatever happens in one affects the other, and all works together. Yes, sir.
And this house right here is behavior modification, which is Mr. Westbrook and Mr. Matt Near works in.
Okay.
They feel like they need to say,
How you like it?
I'm their favorite.
Everybody's favorite?
Yes, sir. And then you know, pictures right here of all different things kids have done around the school, outside of school. So we just post them.
We do a lot of experiential education, so we have 4 big trips a year: scuba diving, whitewater rafting, and rappelling. We have a summer and winter challenge event. One's in South Carolina, one's here in Florida, which is combined academics and athletics with all the AMI programs. We have a floating classroom. We have a research vessel out of Tampa that we have a specific curriculum for that will go out in the bay. We'll get off the boat, collect samples, do science experiments on it, kind of thing. Working with the kids that come to us typically are behind at least 2 grade levels. So working to give them a different avenue instead of but in seek, this is how you learn. Everybody learns in a different way. Trying to pinpoint that specific way that that individual learns and working.
Now they
with them.
graduate from here.
They can.
They can.
We're typically a 4 to 6 month program.
Okay.
Depending on where the youth come in, if they are close to graduation, they can graduate here because we are a fully accredited school. We offer a GED option, and then we also help transition them back into regular school because we are a Duval County school, so they're earning the same credits they would whether they're at Reval or
Everybody from Duval County?
Yes, sir. Okay. For the whole Jacksonville area.
How was school this week?
It's real fun.
You just get here, you got your open water?
Yes, sir. All my certificates and everything. Yes, sir. It was real fun.
Very nice.
This is right here.
It was fun.
This is our implement iron, our reading and our research.
Awesome. Hey, how are you?
Vocabulary.
How you, man?
Good.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
How you doing? In the AMI.
Thank you. Thank you. Good fun.
Of reading and personal career and social development, Ms. Aloia is also our city staff teacher. Provides certification in safe time to kids, which is part of our vocational program, in which helps them prepare for jobs, obtain jobs, and they're more marketable to an employer, right? Secret for state, safe staff, and then they see our construction certifications.
Wait, you just answered this question. So there's certifications beyond high school. I come in here at 17, I go ahead and get my GED. I can stay and get some
You
certification.
can get your certification, leave here, and go into the workforce.
Awesome.
Not even that, you can, while you're here, you can earn your certification. Yeah, at the time. Like, there was a young man who finished her vocab class today.
So she's ready to go. She got a certificate and she can go.
It's for the last part
Do
of
you
it.
have any connections with local employers?
We do. We actually have a career coordinator on site and a job recruiter on site, so they both will help develop a resume, work on job interview skills, employability skills. The job recruiter will then take them from the career coordinator, who has the connections and community to the jobs.
Are you full?
We are. We, DJJ from the Department of Juvenile Justice for scholarship for 4 kids. We can hold 45 kids. So we do have some kids that are just here, school kids maybe, weren't successful in the Grand Park, that kind of thing. Their parents just looking for an alternative. So we will take some of those.
You're not completely safe?
Yeah. We are funded through the Department of Juvenile Justice and then through the local school board. And then private donations and funds. Yes, sir. This is, we talked about vocational, they do a lot of projects around campus, so Ms. Aher uses the computers a lot in class, so they make.
Very nice. I like it. That's good work, man. We'll let y'all get back to the main work. Let us interrupt. Appreciate it. This way, Mike.
Yeah, there you go. We're parked on the other way.
This Vermont class, this and reading class.
Able to hear them.
Social development features everything from.
I'm going to explain it to you. And then after you. Yeah, man, sorry to interrupt.
We're watching image component to which is
Maybe, hold on. Locked. Oh, you do? Awesome. He's going to lock it. Yeah, this will be the view from way off.
You're near the end of the day, so you
Oh, yeah, no, I got you.
get close to wanting to feel like they want to run out.
Yeah.
We have three classes. The ratio is 1 to 15 in each class. So this class is a high school class.
Yeah, all high school in a group.
So at any given time, a teacher could have 9th through 12th grade or 6th through 8th grade. So I actually have the best education staff in AMI. They will individualize per individual student, per grade, per subject. So right now, Mr. Bob could have 3 different subjects going on here right now.
Which we do actually. We actually do that.
They're really good. They come to you and teach you like better than regular schools.
Give a personal interaction instead of a big crowd. Good, I like it. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you. Good to meet you guys. Keep up the good work.
We didn't get that on video, so. God bless y'all, man. Do what y'all gotta do.
Writing samples, all of the misconceptions that what we're witnessing, they're doing just coloring pages, and our teachers are fully certified state teachers. They're actually doing research projects. They're doing FCAS, they're doing all this stuff, so that when they go back to regular school, they're ready. They're not behind.
So average, not right today, mostly young men?
Mostly, yes. We've a total of, we are at 36 kids, 4 or 5 of those are few.
This black girl, I'm think she's there right now.
She's
She's a career management teacher. She gives people jobs. So say you need a job, she gonna give this the last person that gave over 80 people jobs.
That's good work.
We placed over, in the last year, we placed over 80 of our students in employment. Employment, which then rose or
You all really, yes, the job, but she doesn't even need.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. She
You
just
are
sets it up.
absolutely, says, there's a little matchmaking possibility.
This right here is a vocab class.
I'll meet him.
They're pulling 900 pounds with the pressure when it's coming down from the bottom. So get that 200 pound manifold on it, you're going to be pulling about 450 pounds of force in your velocity and your inertia on that. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
Very well.
Sorry to interrupt.
See you.
Come in and say hello.
You're not interrupting at all.
You two, Oscar Williams.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name? Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Troy. Troy, good to meet you.
So, yeah, we do. If you want to kind of tell them what we do, or you want me to rock and roll with that?
You got it. All right. Okay.
I'll help you out.
Yes, sir. So basically, he's getting us the OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration certification when we get done with this class. And he also gives us, we have MERT for it, the NCCER, National Council on Construction, Education, and Research certification. So basically, we're worrying about all the stuff we need for construction, safeties, hazards, and everything like that. And he comes to us individually. Really good teacher, really good.
Yeah,
Yes,
I like
sir.
it. I like it. Hey, this stuff, let me tell you something. This stuff, nobody wants to do this kind of work anymore. If you lock in and engage with this, man, you can do well with this kind of stuff.
And he actually gets people jobs too in construction.
Yeah, we just hooked up Jordan. We got a good connection with Holes Environmental Services, and they do remediation. So job site drops over a 55-gallon drum. They teach them to put on all the hazmat suits, and you know how much they pay to do that.
Yeah.
So these guys go in. So we get a national certification, high school diploma, and then we do their resume with them. And they do volunteer work. We work with Habitat for Humanity for beaches, so we do that. And then we teach them blueprint reading, hand tools, power tools, communication skills. which I'm gonna be getting on them about not standing up looking in the eye. And then we have to do practical applications, so 9 modules of schoolwork, but at the same time they have to prove that they know how to do it. So then we go out and we do projects. We do that custom built-in, the bar over there. I saw a bar.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah.
And then we got another one upstairs in the art. If we go there, I'll just show you in the room and everything.
Yeah, let's see.
And then we did the conference room. So they got to learn rough carpentry, finished carpentry, sheetrock, painting. So now they're not using power tools. So it gets a confidence up too.
Absolutely. It's a
training myself. Certainly is. Come on, the old guys like me.
Nobody knows how to do it.
Yeah. Right. It's good money too.
Sorry,
you teaching on the side?
Huh?
You teaching on the side? I can learn some of this crap. I need some of this
Do a little work on the side. All right, nice meeting you.
Absolutely.
See you again.
Thank you for what you did.
It's my pleasure.
See you, sir.
How you doing? Good to see you.
This right here, this is where most people have earned their GEDs. This was our last person who earned their GED. It was like a week or two ago.
Yep.
And I think from like right here, all this is from this year.
So part of this, like I said, we're fully accredited, but the GED is over here. We will cover all those. We also have AMI has scholarship funds for those who say trade school, university, that covers helps with tuition, books.
It's competitive, but you just apply. And, I mean, obviously,
If you don't want, the saying is once a JMI student, always a JMI student. Show us your schedule, and we're going to help you out no matter what. And it could be you graduated last week, or it could be you graduated 5 years ago. 5 years ago. All you have to do is come back.
is it NEP? You got a partnership with them?
That's where the
In here?
income from the NCCR certification.
Okay,
We're partnered
nice.
with them. So,
Who are your, I guess, corporate partners in the community?
we do a lot of work for job placements with top McDonald's, things like that. In terms of really big partners, we're still trying to develop more of that because we've kind of been our own small underground, even though we've been here for 37 years. That's something that we're.
So I didn't know much about it. I knew it was here. I didn't know a whole lot about it. And then I was talking to James about it. Yeah.
This was last year's scuba diving trip. They put those pictures up. We should get to go here, so.
The floating classroom, so that's the research vessel we use.
Down in
Tampa. So we'll go a few times a year, take some kids out. It's all incentive based, so you got to earn the right to go on any of these trips. It's a carrot for them to do that kind of stuff. And then so once in a lifetime, they come back. Chance, that was July. Chance, that's a lifetime experience. He's always going to talk about that. Plus, it's a certification he has now if he decides to, for example, Tulsa Local School. We work with them, or the Maritime Marine Program.
On Main Street.
Yep, they come over and now you're an underwater welder. Now you weld in boots, doing all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
This right here is the staff nurse class. This is our math and our science and our research teacher.
The staff is also a lifeguard instructor. And it helps work on. Go ahead.
Don't get too close.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Sorry to interrupt. Just want to say hello. How you doing?
Yeah. He's going to show you what our system is.
Right here, this is what we found our grades at.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of updating it. There are A's, B's, and C's.
This is the sound.
Hey there, I'm this
Important, so we get too loud.
Hello, how are you?
And we got
He goes back to the fact that she's got multiple.
Science, math.
So we stay, you come in here, you do part of the science.
Different sets of which math you learn.
So it's like a file Jordan. Then you got to go in and find your stuff. And then you read something on the screen or whatever. She said all this stuff.
And then if you
Nice and organized.
and then if you don't understand what you're actually doing, you should have a video. And then you go in there and she teaches you how to do to some of the stuff that's on there. And then once you get it, once you realize that you know how to do it, then you're able to do it.
Yeah, she estimated it herself.
Well, you don't have to, you can actually make it any way you want it to. So if you wanted to do like this one, you could even start -7 right here, right in the middle if you wanted to. Zero doesn't even have to be involved. It's where you want to put it. So -7
So this is.
I know how you guys say it.
The concept is the same.
No.
And that's how even our residential facilities are more of this small, homemade type atmosphere. So they go home Monday through Friday, but they go home. Residential facilities, you go to our residential Of course, exams are on computers, no more bubbling and everything's done in here, so.
Now, is this the kind of, is this hardware kind of stuff that's funded by AMIkids, or doesn't have to?
Yeah, we kind of rely on hand-me-downs, so this is, the school got rid of theirs, so we got their hand-me-downs as they updated their systems.
Although it's not really strictly divided like that, the school board for the Duval County Public Schools pays for the education part, DJJ pays for the counseling aspect. And, you know, there is a little mixture, but that's kind of the way it's divided.
Or you're not considered a charter school, you're a school.
Alternative. PACE and AMIkids are the two alternatives that are listed on the Duval County Public Schools.
The only two, correct?
Pardon me?
The only two alternative schools.
That's the only two I could find.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Upstairs, it's hard to tell what we have on upstairs.
Going upstairs.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Where you living?
How are you?
Thanks.
So we, part of the program is the mental health counseling. Obviously, all the kids that we get trauma coming in. Obviously, we love Miss Angela. Miss Angela is wonderful.
I just asked her, I said, are you solo?
She is, you know, I'm the backup if she's unavailable, but, you know, and I've always, the more the better, given the circumstances where we come in. So. Go ahead.
Alright, so art room, this where you do pictures.
This was education when I was there.
And then they got a jury class. You make them a little range and then tell she gonna make it a little range for the neighbors, which you just
Space right.
no, that was on before. And then the bid stuff, you saw the bid stuff? Okay, we'll show you that. That's basically it for the art class.
So we work with, again, the Department of Juvenile Justice. It's VSA, but it's now Arts for Life. So they have an artist that'll come in and they'll do 10 weeks, every Friday for 10 weeks, working in different mediums, giving the kids a different outlet to express themselves.
Yep.
And then we have Miss Julie, a wonderful grant writer on the board, who wrote us a grant, and we started silversmithing, another avenue for them to express themselves.
And here's one of the rings from the
That was very nice. Very nice. We started a, and I'm going to forget the name of it now. We did a video, put it out. We did a painting project inside the jail, painting class, 10-month class. And impressive. I mean, it has an impact.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful way to.
Especially the kids that really want to do it.
Absolutely.
Some do it for fun and break away, and others just lock into it.
And we've had several of those that minute, they come down more relaxed, and it's like they, whatever they worked on that day, any issues they can work on. So.
What else can you say?
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
He comes to your home and do that. He talks to you about 45
He'll take you
minutes.
to your job.
Okay.
It's called a family-centric model, and it was, last year was, used to be just our prevention program. So we have a prevention program in Clay County, in Tampa, and Pinellas, and in,
You said prevention program, you mean like an app?
they haven't been adjudicated, they haven't been
Okay.
arrested. So
Okay.
they have gotten civil citation, diversion.
Yep.
Then last year it started in our day treatment programs, which was what we are, where, again, they go into the home, they work with the whole family. So it doesn't matter who's living in the home, they're gonna work with the whole family unit, so the kids will take what they've learned here throughout the day in behavior modification, treatment, education, go home and work on it at home, because that seems to be the piece that is missing more is that family.
Yeah.
Especially when, and even when you send a kid to residential, they work not 6, 9, 18 months and come back, but the home hasn't changed. So then now there's your recidivism.
Do you know Glenn Ellison? You know the Parent Help Center, Glenn Ellison?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it's the model's the same. I guess it's more of it's parent focused,
Yes.
which is helpful.
So then this year now, they're their own entity, so it's AMIkids Family Central Model. So all of our day treatment programs have a counselor that works with the family.
Some things we talk about every day are we used every day, like for our worksheets, or we might read that day, or we might do a little something, or go outside and have a little fun, like play games or something like that.
And we have CRTs every Monday, ARTs every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you get
And I was gonna say CYT is a 12-week class, is every Monday, and then ART is it's a 3 day it's 3 days a week for 10 weeks. And
All of our, and they're all both evidence-based services. So we're the only provider in the state that are providing evidence-based anger management and substance abuse services to our kids.
Yep.
So when they come in, they're assessed for their needs. And they'll either get CYT, ART, or they'll get both. And then you can really see the kids work through the process. Once they get into it and start, oh, that's a trigger for me. And then they'll come to you and be like, okay, listen, I'm being triggered instead of going, but before it was he stepped on my shoe, or he sized me, or he did this, or he did that. Now we gotta fight. Instead it was like, no, that made me angry, and now they're seeking assistance from staff.
and you get two strikes. Now if you cuss 2 times, minimum cussing period, if you mess up, you get 2 strikes, you gotta do 50 push-ups 30 minutes after group.
Yes.
If you mess up, yes, you know that.
Get your attention, that's right.
Let me ask the 2 tour guides, have you had a chance in a situation, have you been in a situation where you've been able to use some of these skills and you step back and say, whoa, this, yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, a lot of stuff going on. I had to use it, like take a deep breath, and try to help it calm down.
Yeah, say,
I
hey, you know.
used to just go up and I'd be able to calm down.
Mm.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what happens when you take a deep breath? Does somebody try to, you know, egg you on, or do they just kind of back off and say, oops, that didn't work?
Yeah, they know that. Just calm down. That's right.
And for me, it was for me like I would say, I basically in my mindset I would say, this is my problem, so I'm gonna handle it my way. But now I just take a turn around and walk away, and then that's just better for me.
Is that hard to do?
No, it's not hard to do because I mean it saves me at the end of the day.
Okay.
Thinking 2, 3 steps ahead, why I don't want to get involved in this, I don't have to.
Yeah, what are the consequences if I do this or if I do
This is
that?
right.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's hard to stop and
It is.
do that.
Beautiful thing.
Somebody got to tell you that at some point.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hear that from somebody. It's not me, everybody, you know?
Oh, okay.
You need all of this, I'm gonna put it over time. Look, we need these kind of roles in the communities.
Yes, we do.
Vegas rule, raise your hand, please speak.
The Vegas rule.
Here, decide what you're complaining of, decide who to complain to. Like, we don't do that one.
Number 1 is Vegas rule. What is that?
I need to show these to Bruce.
It says minimum cursing. You get 3 curse words a day.
the back behind.
Yeah, don't fall.
Ooh, don't need to do that.
They're building a boat down there.
Oh, wow.
I guess that's where we're going. Some wobbly road laying on the ground right now. And we have the rest of the people station, but we're also a level 2 commitment facility. So the next step above us is residential. So we can yeah.
That's prison training. This is the step before prison
So
training.
we try to give them as many choices as we can before we have to go to that. Okay, now we have to see.
There's got to be, and there are, I mean, but there's just got to be more court mandated, court ordered options before the last chance stop. You know,
Yeah.
because these are so effective.
Yeah, this is the
Clearly so effective.
But, you know, you're talking about 45 kids, 30.
And at any given day, there's over 1,000 kids on probation and do not pay.
Yeah, they need this kind
They
of
need this kind of environment. That's right.
preventative.
Like I said, you can hold 45, but you've got 1,000 out there. And
Yeah.
some may be doing well in school and may
Yeah,
not need to come here. But others, you know, this is that piece that click turns a light switch on, and you'll never see them again in detention.
Exactly right. Right.
And most of these kids' home life, just like they were saying in there, is, you know, it's dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Totally
But,
dysfunctional.
and the outreach, even if it impacts it just a little bit, that reach into the home, just you know, maybe just enough. You know.
Yeah, that's important. They didn't do that when I was here. They had a person who went and did a home visit. But he couldn't help my mom be a better mom. He could understand where the problem came from, but he couldn't make her do different. So I don't know how y'all are running that, but that sounds like a
What
great.
do you think, I don't know your full story,
Yeah.
I only know part, but what do you think turned you around when you were here?
My instructor took
Okay.
an interest in me. I didn't have a dad. My mom was raising me, and I was a pissed off little kid. I was a professional criminal by 15 years old.
Okay.
So I was really smart, but I was using it the wrong way.
Yep.
So my instructor, which is my handler, court order handler, he had some influence on me, whether like getting to go to do stuff here and there, which I stayed in education. I wanted to get out of the environment I was in. I had a want to get out of the environment, so it was offered kind of like they didn't have the program they have now where they're helping people get jobs. But my handler helped me start cutting trees. He sent me up some palm trees. I'd already been climbing trees, and that's what I started doing. I've been cutting trees for 32 years right here since then. But that one man making me understand that what had happened to me in my life was what had happened. But if I took that forward with me, I was just going to be in prison or dead. And it didn't matter that my daddy wasn't there. It didn't matter that my mama was dysfunctional and the neighborhood I grew up in was all crime-ridden. None of that mattered when I got here. When I got here, I had the opportunity to change what I was doing. It didn't matter what happened in my house because it was still dysfunctional. I was run away half the time I was here. So it was that one chance and that one person that breathed life into me to make me believe I was just as good as those other kids who didn't get in the same trouble I was getting in. Because I was the kind of kid who could have shot a school up at 13 years old. At 13, they kicked me out of the Georgia school system because I was going to gut a boy on the last day of school. So that's the kind of kid I was. But when I got to here, I had hope. The teachers who were helping me, trying to encourage me to go for my GED, to get my high school diploma, it was just life to me. So I sucked up as much as I could. I started college when I left here, but I didn't have help to go forward from there, which they have now. So there's parts that they've added to this, parts they've lost because of money situations. They need to have scuba diving here. They need to be able to go out on boating often. They're right here at those are the things that help change the people around me.
And those are the things that bring back to reintroduce to the program through donations and things of that nature. And I think Chance and Robert can speak to some of the same things that Mr. Gandy does. That when you're here, it's, I don't know, you can talk to them more than I can.
It's the
It's
safe
different when
haven.
you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are making the most of it.
And there's people watching y'all too. You be leading people up out of your neighborhood the right way just by living right. Amen.
A lot of people here keep it on too.
That's a good one, Mike. You gotta find a corner somewhere away from the
Here for there too, I don't know if they're pulling or taking that.
Y'all give it the choice today?
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Joe Coleman.
Mike Williams, how are you?
Mr. Williams, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you again? Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
How you doing?
Got it going on, huh? Beautiful.
Keep on the bottom here.
Watch out, Sheriff. They'll get paint on you.
Let's go, brother.
They do great work. They do great work. This is the fifth boat that we're finishing up here. There's two more on the side.
So it was about almost 3 years ago now. Through Miss Julie, we made a connection with one of her acquaintances who is part of the Sunny Lake Antique Boat Club and Society.
Okay.
And they have a mentorship program called Stampede, which Joe and another gentleman named Guy, they're here Tuesdays and Thursdays and have been for the last 3 years. And what they do is they mentor the boys. They come in and they build boats from just a piece of plywood. It starts off that way. And
Starts out with 2 sheets of plywood and some 2-bys and have a lot of fun.
I like it.
I think the 3 of us are having more fun than the kids almost.
Just getting paid comes in there.
It's a blast working with these kids and to see the expression on their faces when they really, complete a project and yeah, watching it from the get-go, yeah. Watch out, that's wet paint there, guys.
Hey, is it gonna float?
It will, yes, it will. We know that. Each one gets a little bit better each time. Each one gets better.
We turn it upside down.
Back here is both head room where he actually had drawn out all the tools for us to know the vocation, he did all that. And he has all the PPE, all nice and neat. He tells us what we need to get and he does it by himself. Yeah, we use all the wood plats out there. We actually be used on the making cabinets for our people right now. But we're really just trying to run the project.
Good deal, I love it.
They do a fantastic job with them on these projects.
Don't y'all take them out once a year or something in these boats?
Yeah, we go out, the last 2 years, we've had the kids, 2 of the kids down to our annual meeting in Tavares, the ACBS meeting. And the first year, 2 of the kids are graduates, got up in front of about 700 people, made speeches, and I mean, I was just in tears listening to them, I'm so proud of those 2. It was amazing. They got to get off the boats and run them down there and with other kids in Tavares who made other boats. So it's really a great project. 2 of those 2 kids keep coming by every once in a while. They're both doing fantastic and made lifelong friends with them. So it's great. We love working with these guys. Girls too. I shouldn't just say, I've got to be careful because.
Where's the pink boat?
There's a pink boat out there. The girls were primary builders of that boat. I mean, they were cutting the lumber and everything. And so we got to the point of saying, okay, what color do you want? They said pink. I don't have any pink paint. Where am I going to get pink paint from? You got red, you got white. Mixed up, made a pink boat. It might look like Pepto-Bismol pink, but it's pink. But it's a great, like I said, these kids do a fantastic job and learning a lot about just, using tools and life in general. Between what Mr. Scott's doing with them and all the other projects, which is really a bigger project than we have going here, because he affects more of them than we do in other projects. But, this is fun because the kids get to watch it from the beginning and from just a Lowe's piece of plywood to so, but anyway.
Sorry to interrupt. You guys keep up the good work. Looks good, man. Looks good.
What y'all gotta do?
Hey, man.
Sheriff, good to meet you.
That's it.
Thank you so much for doing that.
So good to see you. All right. Thank you for what you do, man.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
Take care. Have a good day. Thank you.
We'll see you, sir.
Nice seeing you.
God bless you, brother.
You too, brother.
All right, guys, what are we doing here?
So all of our kids are patted down, wanted, turn in all their belongings before they enter the building, and every day they get it all back.
Something wrong with you, so you got somebody here every day. Is that how you do it?
So now, yep, now every day we've got somebody.
Is that part of the new legislation?
New legislation,
Okay.
yeah. And they've been wonderful interacting with kids, helping to bring.
But prior to that,
It's just, yeah, but it was still.
you guys know.
Let Dave come introduce himself.
It's pretty tight quarters here. Yeah.
It's been nice knowing the relationship
Kids built, they restored that whole office. And you know that there was it was just a wall. The kids put that wall up, the doorway in because it was just a wall in.
Opportunity of a lifetime. They're going on to a job site, construction site, say, I have my certification.
Right.
But I also have, they have more than basic skills.
Yeah, they're actually making homes. They're building this area right now. Yeah, you guys are well ahead. I like it. I like it. I mean,
Yeah,
just
last time I was in here,
AC,
it was
electrical.
and the wall was just all faded.
Those guys are getting paid a lot of money to do that work. Because nobody knows how to do it anymore, you know?
And
This is good stuff.
our kids, like I said, they're coming behind, you know, I've got some that are 18, 8th grade.
Yeah.
They're not going to go to college, unfortunately.
Right.
But you're leaving here with skills for life that
That's
is
right.
going to make you a productive member of your community.
Vocational.
And you know, they're showing that residential facilities aren't working. I mean, for some kids, unfortunately, they're necessary, or some people they are, but their recidivism rate when they come out of a residential facility is 80%, where ours is only 23%.
So that means it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That
absolutely.
means it's not working.
It's not
Right.
working.
Why is it?
They're learning while they're there, they're doing everything right while they're there, but they don't
It's
know how to
complete
relate.
separation, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Once they're home.
So they're in the residential, in
And
the
then-
facility, when they get out, there's no follow continuity of
Because
training.
I have been down near Miami, but
Gotcha.
my mom lives here. So there's really no opportunity to work on that kind of stuff, where we now have, we're going into Chance's house, and we're working as a whole, no matter who lives there. It could be my brother, sister, aunt, and uncle are there too, and so it's a community, the family's a community working together to.
Stephanie, do I understand that the parents actually graduate from that family
They do.
center program?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a specific progression of things that are
Yes, ma'am.
worked through.
That's it, Glenn's got that, the Parent Help Center, saying when the parents actually graduate through a program that helps them, learn how to interact and engage and support what their kids are doing. Yeah. Man, I'm impressed. I'm more than impressed. This is awesome. It's good work, man.
I can tell you something, I can tell you one thing that's big is the reason residential treatments don't work, we called them gladiator camps whenever I almost got sent to Mariana before I came here. So it's not set up to rehabilitate.
Right.
It is set up to confine.
House and confine.
House and confine. So when you've done this to a 16 or 17-year-old and you let him back into society, what you got is a pissed off kid. And I mean, this ain't rocket science, man. If we can take these kids at this age and the ones who want to make a difference, that just need a chance, just need an actual chance.
And most of them do, I'm of the opinion.
Amen.
I think most of them do.
95% of them do want a chance. So when they get a chance, just like she was saying, giving them multiple chances in spite of, and then they might lose this or that. It's not like that in a residential program. There's no chances like that. They will lock you up in solitary so quick it'll make your head spin. DDC ain't set up for any of that. You know, it's set up for playing spades and get ready to go back into the messed up environment you came out of. Parents got no help.
Well, there's no ownership. I mean, here you've got kids from our community that are here, that you know, we're working with a family that lives in this community. It's not going from here to Miami and then back to here, or vice versa. So.
And it's a family tie, whereas a lot of, I didn't have family ties. This one guy was my family tie that was here that made me, he didn't ever say he loved me, he never told me about God, but he showed me God in what he did and his patience with me. And when my mom was the problem, instead of kicking me out of JMI, he went to bat at court for me to keep me in JMI. So that's the kind of things that's going to help these guys. And if they don't get it, I mean, this is a residential program is preparation for prison.
One of the other directors that left said, just as long as they get somebody cares.
That's it.
Somebody's got a vested interest. Somebody, even if it's one person, makes a difference.
Amen to that.
One person.
We don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about
Steph, you got to get in there.
Use your portrait.
You want to hold this?
No.
Get you guys.
You want to hold this for me?
get all ties.
Thinking about it, yeah.
That's God. I'm going to God. He's the only thing going to change these young men.
Miss Julie. Miss Julie.
Yeah, come on.
Stephanie, I feel like you should be in this picture.
We will be in a minute. We will be in a minute.
That's the conversation.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Out here off Beach Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. AMIkids, separating a troubled past from a bright future. Serving youth at Jacksonville Marine Institute since 1973.
He's a way maker. If you need freedom.